A bit later tonight, the Florida Panthers are hosting the LA Kings, and the Panthers, as a part of the game, hosting their first ever pro wrestling night before the game. And a part of the festivities, Captain Charisma himself, a two-time WWE heavyweight champion, Christian. How you doing, man?
Robert, what's up? Good to see you, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to see you, too. Now, it's you, Tommy Dreamer, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat that are part of this first ever pro wrestling night that the Panthers are hosting. The chances that we see a little triple threat action tonight between periods?
I don't know. Maybe not between me, but I'll ask Steamboat and Dreamer. But maybe I'll just, step to the side and let them battle it out, and I'll be a spectator. But I just want to say this is exciting for me to stand here and get to be on the arena cam because I'm a huge NHL Network fan. I watch this every night, so this is great for me. I feel like I should be talking about the game that I just played or something to that effect.
Hey, well, we're always looking for new analysts, so depending on how this goes, it could be something could lead to something more significant.
Well, I do know my hockey, so. Maybe I'll put an application in. Yeah,
you were born in Canada. You're a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan, right?
I am, yeah.
What do you?
For sure, yeah. I mean, I grew up.
What do you make of this year's team?
Oh, it's an exciting team. I mean, obviously, it's been heartbreak for most of my life. There was a couple of years where we had some deep playoff runs when I was younger, but for the most part, it's been a heartache. But it's great. I mean, they've really turned things around, done things the right way, and they've drafted well. Obviously, with Austin Matthews, he's the real deal, legit. Mitch Marner the year before at 4th overall. William Nylander, Nikita Zaitsev looks good back there on defense. Morgan Riley's great, and Freddie Anderson in net. I think that things look bright if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and I think in a few years they're going to be, if not the best team, one of the best teams in the league for sure.
Now, you also, because you live in the area, you're a big Tampa Bay Lightning fan, correct?
Yeah, I'm a huge Lightning fan. I've lived in Tampa since 2001, so I've become a huge Lightning fan. It's great to see what a hockey town Tampa has become, especially the last couple of years. Last year, going to the semifinals. Year before that, going to the finals. And the fans, they're crazy. You go to the arena and you would think that you're that team's been there for 50 years. That they're just so passionate about that team, and it's great to see.
You get a chance to meet a lot of quote-unquote mainstream athletes and celebrities, and a lot of these athletes and a lot of these NHL players, maybe they grew up watching you, grew up watching professional wrestling. Are there any similarities that you can see from what these guys go through as opposed to what you and your other WWE superstars go through?
Yeah, I think that a lot of it that I see is the passion and the care that they have that goes into what they do, the heart that they put into it, the mental aspect, the mental toll that it takes to perform at a top level each and every night, I think is very similar. And the physicality between especially hockey players and wrestlers is very much the same. I mean, especially in wrestling, you'll have, we'll wrestle, 3-4 nights in a row. Yeah. Hockey players, they have back-to-back games, so it's very physical, very fast. But I think the mental makeup and the passion that athletes have for what they do and wanting to win and put on a good show for their fans every single night.
We just saw a picture of you with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kevin Owens. How well do you think Stone Cold would do on a pair of skates?
That might be the only place I could beat him is on a pair of skates.
Lastly, as I said, you're there with Tommy Dreamer and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat tonight. What are you hoping to see tonight? What are you hoping the fans see tonight as well?
Well, I'm hoping they're going to see a great game. First of all, the Florida Panthers are making a good push here. Jonathan Huberdeau is back. Alexander Barkov's back. So they got their full lineup kind of for the first time all season. This is what the lineup was kind of supposed to look like before they lost some bodies to injury. So it's exciting. They're not too far back out of a playoff spot, so it's going to be a good push here. They played good the last 3 games or so. So I'm looking for a good game and looking for the Panthers, though, to pull out the win tonight. Excited to watch James Reimer play, being a former Maple Leaf, and I was a big fan of his, so I'm hoping he does well. And, just looking forward to talking with the Panthers fans and the wrestling fans. And talking hockey, talking wrestling are 2 of my favorite things. So I know Tommy and Ricky are excited about being here as well.
Hey, real quick, Tony Luffman, who is part of the NHL Network family, he was also part of the WWE family.
I know Tony.
Back in the day. He went by Tony Dawson for some reason.
I know him.
Back in the WWE.
I watch him every night on the NHL Network. Yeah.
What is it like watching him now here when you knew him back then?
Well, it's great watching him. I'm really happy for him because he and I used to talk all the time, and most of our conversations weren't even about wrestling when we were at work. It was about hockey, and we talked hockey. And he was one of the only guys I could really talk in depth about hockey with because he knew his stats, he knew his stuff, he knew currently what was going on with players and with teams and things like that. So he and I always had a good rapport that way. So I'm glad to see he's doing well in the NHL Network, and I watch him every single night.
All right. Hey, Christian, you definitely have a future as an analyst if you want it. Reed and Gomer over here, they're definitely impressed with your hockey knowledge. So we appreciate the time. We appreciate the time. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thanks. I'll be watching you guys later.